Okay, so now we're off to find Tradactus. That's the area where all those poison chaos serpents were. So there shouldn't be anything else around here unless some Etna spawned in here. Oops, wrong door. Oops. Even with all the practice runs that I did here, I still get confused every now and then. Take the slow-moving elevator down. We're full on everything, so that's good. We don't have to waste time picking up any items. So let's head in and kill Tradactus. Tradactus' tomb. Tradactus, Grand Patriarch of the Church, stands ready to smite with unholy retribution he who divines the correct path. Okay. This is an area where you gotta be careful at. There's the exit portal right there, so that's good. But starting area here, there's a lot of chaos serpents out there, so be careful of that. If my grenade would have actually hit him instead of bouncing way the hell over there, it would have been a lot better, but chuck a few grenades out there, get their attention. In fact, I think we got one. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Lots and lots of serpents. Be careful. Only one of them is up at your level, the rest can't get up to you. So once you get rid of this guy, you pretty much just have to dart out there, throw a hammer, dart back into cover. Or you could use your axe if you're close enough. If it will hit them. Come on, come on. Doing alright so far. It's just really tedious, that's all there is. And aside from the Chaos Serpents, there's only one other type of enemy in here, and that's the Dark Bishop. Surprisingly, you'd think that the Mage's level would be full of the Dark Bishops, but the Cleric's is. So that works. But first, before we can meet any of those, we have to deal with these guys. So far, we're doing pretty good. Come on. There's only two more. Well, three more. Okay. Like I say, there's a lot of them down there. Could have done without that, but that's alright. Didn't do too much damage to us. Now there should only be, well, two more. Well, they just keep coming, don't they? Alright, alright. If I could deal with this one, I could jump down there and take the other one on at ground level. That'd make it a lot easier because the axe is having trouble hitting them here. Hammer wouldn't do any better. I could just startle the bishops too, so... Oh, come on. Yeah, here they come. Deal with the one bishop we woke up there. Man! Getting pummeled here. They will not get into range, okay. So what I think I'm going to try to do... Bum rush him, and that worked out really well, didn't it? Excellent. So okay, let's try that one again. This time, different strategy. If I can get this guy, then I can run over there and get the rest. You'd think I'd have this all worked out by now, but it's really a little more complicated than you'd think. Damn it, there's still more bishops coming out of there. Wonder why they woke up. Come on, I saw you. There you go. Iced. Well, if we can ever deal with these things, we'll be able to actually continue with the level. I'm beginning to wonder now, because that if is seeming to get bigger and bigger as we go along here. There we go, got one. There should be only two more left now. I know I said two more like 3 serpents ago, but still, there should only be 2 more left, damn it. One more, come on. Tell me my math is correct here. There's one. Oh, sneaky. Come on. I know you're right there. Oh, he's gonna go fight the bishops. Excellent. No, I'll let him. Fuck yeah. Who will win? 3 bishops or 1 serpent? That is the question. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say my money is on, the bishops. I was going to say that before they killed him, of course. There are a lot of bishops in here, and there are some side alcoves there that they hide behind the glass in, but we're not even inside the actual tomb yet, so we'll deal with that when we get there. Fucking Etna, teleporting in. Never get used to that. Speaking of the teleporting Etna, I'm not sure if there's actually designated teleport spots that they come in, or if it's just random. I think it's random, because my practice run, they teleported in a completely different area. This is the one mirror that's actually hollow behind it. It's a fake wall, and it's got some quartz flasks in there, which is really handy. Alright, so secret elevator there. All you have to do is walk up on it, and it takes us down to the main area of the tomb, which is really kind of like a huge maze, filled with dark bishops that will, without a doubt, kill us very, very quickly. But I have a strategy here. We're going to use our Dark Servant. Haven't used him yet, so let's see what he do. Let's see what he can do. Transforms into the Molitor. I believe that was an enemy on the old Heretic game, actually. He throws out fire from his hammer. He charges. Has a lot of health, but doesn't seem like he's doing too well here. He seems to be stuck against a wall. Come on now. The bishops are going to gang rape him here if he's not careful. Oh, there he goes. Well, that was rather short-lived, but he did a number on them. Took quite a few out. Your sacrifice shall not be in vain, Mr. Servant. Come on. It's possible to chuck your hammers through there, but it's really hard. You have to rely on the auto-aim to take effect, and that's, well, iffy as we all know. Oh yeah, he did a number on him. He took out most of them, actually. Thank you, Mr. Servant. You allowed us access. Anyway, we are looking for an alcove that has 3 switches in it that will unlock the main area of the tomb, and it will also unlock 2 side areas that has an icon of the Defender, and I believe, well, some healing items, I know. There's some other goodies back there, which we'll get that before we take on the main boss. Main boss? Hell, there's only one boss, so of course he's the main boss. And here we go. The switches. I believe the center one opens up the boss area, so we will not hit that one yet. Try to lure these bishops out here, ice their cake. And there we go. Okay. Temp save, just in case I hit the wrong switch here. Switch number 1 should open up the secret areas here. Where is it? There we go. Excellent. Right there. Deal with the bishops inside. And this should lower. Come on. There we go. I don't know why it took so long there. It had already lowered by the time I entered in my practice run, but whatever. As long as it works. Should be some more bishops down there. Yes, there is indeed. And this leads to the undercroft of the tomb. Pretty much a maze. You'll understand why I say that after we get in here. Kill the bishops. In fact, I think there's only one in there now. I would bum rush him, but I'm not sure if he's the only one. Yeah, there's 2. Ah, but still, that's not bad. There's a lot of crystal vials there. Anyway, navigate the passageways of this undercroft area here. That'll lead us back into the main area. You have to go in that order because the doors are sealed, and once you go in the order, the door opens up, and it leads to the icon of the Defender. And that's pretty much all there is to be found in this secret area here. Yeah, there we go. Door opening back up. Now we can leave here. So let's head back up and open up the other secret area. If I could just remember where those switches are. I think it's this way. No, there's the other secret area, though. Stained glass window. Here we go. Far left switch now. And yes, indeedy, here we go. More bishops. How lovely. Take these guys out. This is an open area in here, not really a maze. And one more. Okay, not bad. I can deal with him. Fuck it, just bum rush him. When there's only one like that, it's easy to just bum rush their ass and take them out. You won't take too much damage. Okay, so be careful here. When you go all the way up here, grab the Falcon Shield. You'll be trapped here, and the stairs will lower. Well, you'll see. Of course, you can jinx it like that by standing on the edge, but yeah, normally that happens. And all those secret passageways open up and the bishops come out. There are some healing items in there, so we're going to take them all out. Because healing items are always good. Come on, there. There's still one more in there. Tell you what, you get a lot of those bishops in an area, and they can really gnaw at your health pretty quick. If you're not careful. Which I don't seem to be being very careful right now. Come on, come on. If there's one more, I can hear him. Where is he at? There he is. Two more. Make that three. Jesus. I'm going to stop saying how many, giving a number of how many enemies are left. I always seem to be wrong. Damn. There's always one more. Just take whatever number I say and add one. There we go. We broke about even. Okay, so now we're finally ready to take on the main boss. Tradactus, the Grand Patriarch of the Church. Where the hell are those switches? The center switch is going to open up this center area here. Grab your discs of repulsion. You shouldn't even have to fire a shot at this boss if you use the right strategy. Use his own weapon to kill him. His weapon, by the way, is the Wraith Verge. As you can see by the little graphic that I'm going to throw up there, he only has 500 health. His Wraith Verge is just like the playable Cleric's Wraith Verge. It shoots out a lot of enemies seeking ghosts. If you use a disc of repulsion on them, then they seek out him and they'll damage him. Like so. And that's all you have to do. You don't even have to use your main weapon. And they should kill him in no time. Like that. Yeah. That's a lot easier than the fighter. Actually, the fighter has the most trouble with his copy, or his master, Zedek, out of all the three classes. Anyway, once you do that and you grab the relic, be sure to grab the relic, then you can head for the exit. That's all there is to do in this level. The levels are really simple, like I say. It's just go in, solve whatever simple puzzle there is at the level, kill the boss, grab the relic, go home, party. I believe... May as well top out our health. Why not? And we are at 99. It's not like it's that big. So let's bounce, dog. Replenish our mana in the hub. Okay. Yeah, there's some mana still laying around here. Well, 2 down, 1 to go. Not looking too bad. The mage's level is actually a little more complicated than the rest, but it's not really that complicated. I don't even know if that's a fitting word or not. Anywho, first thing we need to do, of course, is go replenish all of our mana. Could use a Crater of Might, but why use a Crater of Might when there's plenty of stuff laying around, just begging to be picked up? If this elevator will ever stop going down and actually go up. My god, this thing moves so slow. Where's the elevator music when you need it? There we go. Keep picturing the elevator music from GoldenEye playing whenever I use that one. Okay, a couple of Etnals spawned here. Now it's time to go hunt for some mana. There should be some laying around here. There's the Mage's Tomb right there, but where's the one replenish? Yeah, these Etnals just constantly spawn in this hub. It's unbelievable. Their spawn rate is really high. Here we go. That should just about do it. I think we can use just a little more green mana. But... Where is the green mana? Oh, also, oddly enough, I think these are developers that worked on the game. Each headstone like that has a certain name on it, like Chris or Mike. I believe that those are developers that worked on the game. I'm not really certain on that. Bit of trivia to look up, though. Anyway, I'm not seeing any other green mana around here, so I guess that's it. Okay, well, screw the mana. We don't need it. Let's go ahead and... oh, there it is. Bitchin'. But still, we're so full, it's kind of pathetic. So it's time to go tackle the Mage's Tomb, Menelkir, or Menelkir, or however you want to pronounce it. Menelkir. Menelkir's Tomb. Arcane runes chart the way to the Archmage of the Arcanum, Menelkir, who waits to unleash his sorcerous might upon any who dare confront him. Okay, so here we are in Menelkir's Tomb. Gimmick here is really simple. 4 symbols on the wall, 1 little stone dais in the middle of the room that has a symbol on it. You should be able to figure that shit out. There are 2 types of rooms in this level. That was one, this is another. You have to look at the shape of the room, obviously. This one is a big circle with a line through it, and there are 4 switches around the area here. Find the one that has a picture of a circle with a single line through it. Kind of like the Do Not Enter sign. Of course, first you have to kill all the stalkers here, which, by the way, an interesting thing to note is that the Fighter and the Cleric's games are mostly the same in terms of enemy placement, but when you select the Mage, this room, instead of being filled with stalkers, will be filled with Wendigo. The Mage is focused on a lot more... its focus is with a lot more ranged enemies, so there's a lot more Afrit in certain areas than there are in like the Fighter or the Cleric's game. There's a lot more Wendigos instead of just in the Guardian of Ice hub or level. You get it. Altogether, though, it's not that big of a deal because the Mage has a non-mana using ranged weapon, and it's pretty fast too, so yeah, it's not that big of a deal if you have the Mage. Anyway, deal with these guys. Dark Bishops come up from the pit, naturally. Not that hard, because you can funnel them into this hallway here. Not a big problem. Biggest problem is if you leave one behind, which is very easy to do, because not all of them will come up immediately, for some reason. And one more back there, not bad. And there's still one more down there. Excellent. Oh, fuck you, man. Come on. In fact, I think I'll save that other room for later. This is an inn with a little cross on the bottom of the first vertical line. What a way of describing these. Be careful here. Filled with poison chaos serpents. But once again, you can funnel them all in here, so it's not bad. Just don't go out in there. Don't bum rush them. Bad idea. Take these guys out here with our mighty magical hammer. You know, for somebody that's not supposed to have any magical knowledge, like the Fighter, he has an odd way of throwing magical flaming hammers. I don't know how he's able to do that, but okay, whatever. It works. Hey, why not? He needed a ranged weapon. Why not make it magical flaming hammers? That works. Sure. Take out these guys. Okay. Excellent. Little double 4 reverse there. Each one of the symbol rooms with the stone dais in the middle, those unlock the outer areas here, but if you want to unlock the area to the boss's room, then you have to hit all the puzzle switches inside the main room areas. You get what I'm saying? Like the room with where you tell them. Excuse me. In order to open up the area with the boss, you have to hit all the switches in the rooms where the puzzle is. You tell the switch, the proper switch, by the shape of the room. Does that make sense? There, that's better. I'm sorry. Man, oh man. Anyway, deal with that. Grab our dragon skin bracers. And this one's just a giant circle, and I think that's it. Excellent, yeah. Okay, so let's go back and hit all the switches that we left unhit. Should be a Mystic Urn over there. Those are always nice. Okay, circular room with a dot in the middle. There we go. There's one. Should only be two more. The Chaos Serpent room and then the Afrit room. Come on. Select the fisticuffs. There we go. Cross. Naturally the last one I look at. And just a solid circle. Alright. There we go. Shame on you, room, for making me take damage there. Anyway, once you do that, hit the switch here. Make sure you have whatever weapons you want to deal with the mage with selected, because that will lower this little area. And yeah, here we go. The mage is in that center platform there. As soon as we kill this Etten, make our presence known, he should start to appear. Yeah, there we go. The room will lower. This guy, you can do just like the cleric. Use your discs of propulsion to knock his attacks back at him. As you can see by the little graphic that's about to come up, his main weapon is the Blood Scourge, which fires 3 projectiles that seek you out. A lot better than the Wraithridge does, but they're also very strong. In fact, that's the strongest multi-part weapon in terms of actual damage it does to a single target in the game. Yeah. Damn. I should have died there, and I almost fucked that one up. But there he goes. Take him out with his own weapon. Poor guy. Luckily, there's enough healing items here to replenish you all the way to full health, even if you're down as low as I was. Where's the Holy Relic? It's gotta be around here somewhere. There it is. The Sigil of the Magus. Bitchin'. Anyway, with that out of the way, we're done here, so let's head back to the hub. We're ready for the final level. Yeah! Okay, at last, we finished all 3 tombs, we defeated the 3 undead masters, Zedek, Tradactus, and Menelkir, excuse me. And we've got all 3 relics, so we go ahead, stick them in the 3 slots here. Fairly obvious what to do with those. And, yeah, I forgot about the slaughters in there. That opens up a bunch of little rooms like that. I think there's 4 slaughters in here altogether. Really easy though, because they're already funneled into the doorways. Take them out. Come on, come on, come on. Should be all. And there's the teleportal to the final level. But let's do a quick sweep around the hub, make sure that we are not leaving anything behind. You know, mana, items, discs of propulsion. Just like that. Thank you. Definitely want to have plenty of discs of propulsion for the Battle with Korax. Comes in very handy. Although not necessary, it does make it easier. Anyway, let's head to the final level and finish this off once and for all, shall we? We shall. The Dark Crucible. At last, you now stand poised to battle Korax, the second Serpent Rider. Your fate shall be eternal glory or excruciating death. At last, we now stand poised to battle Korax, the second strongest Serpent Rider in the game. This bastard who's been sticking his head through at the beginning of every hub is now about to get his. Anyway, before we kick off the battle, which starts when you open those double doors there, there's a little secret here. Pull those 2 switches, run back down here and pull this one, and it will spawn a random item here. Anywhere from a single blue mana, green mana, combined mana, quartz flask, to even a crater of might, I believe. Oh yeah, there's a crater of might right there. There you go. Way to prove my point. Thank you, game. You need to be careful when you do this, though, because if you do it, I think, 5 times, then instead of spawning an item, it will spawn, I think, 3 or 4 Dark Bishops. So, only do it about 4 times. Get the items there, so if you need them, you can use them. And yeah. But we're going to go ahead and spawn the bishops so you can see that anyway. Yeah, there we go. Okay. What's the time? Hammer time, bitches. These guys... There we go. That was easy enough. Replenish our health. There's plenty of it laying around here. And we're ready to take on Korax. Okay. Open the doors and the battle will begin. Of course, we are going to save first. The thing about Korax is, well, his one attack that he actually uses to attack you with is really strong. And that right there. He shoots out the various fireballs that you encounter in the game. Anything from a Chaos Serpent to a Slaughter, Afrit, Stalker. Yeah, that's his only attack that he really has himself. The main way that he'll kill you is by manipulating the arena. As you saw there, he summoned spikes in the center of the ring. Another trick that he likes to use is to turn the floor into lava. He'll shoot fireballs out from the ceiling. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. Also, those black cylindrical pillars there, if you run under them, they'll squish you. Yeah, gotta watch out. But Korax himself isn't really that bad if you know how to strafe. Anyway, once you get him down to about half of his health, he'll teleport away as you saw, and he will release a horde of Etten. And then later on, some centaurs will come out after you kill all the Etten, which is what you have to do before you can continue the battle. Kill everything. Go ahead and ice these guys here. Oddly enough, the Etten never actually learned to walk downstairs, so you're safe here. You can't do that with the centaurs because they're actually smart enough to use stairs, but not the Etten. Don't ask why they don't understand that simple concept, but, you know, whatever. Also, I said I was going to show off some of the items of the game, like the Porculator. Already showed off the Dark Serpent, so... yeah, well, let's kill the single Etten here. Run around, gather all the items here. Man, there are a lot of Craters of Might. You can be really liberal with your mana here. I mean, it makes sure that you have plenty, so... you're not really going to run out, even if you use the Cleric or the Mage. Which, by the way, the Cleric, all you have to do on this battle is just fire your Wraith Verge. Or even the Mage, just fire your Blood Scourge off a few times. You don't have to get close, because it automatically sinks him out. Yeah. In fact, if you're not careful, you'll kill him before he can open up the main door there, and then you can never exit the level. So that can kind of be a problem, but yeah. Anyway, like I say, since it's real liberal with the mana that it's giving us, I'm going to waste Quietus on these bitches. Showed off the Porculator. It's kind of handy, but yeah, only in certain situations. Well, that one actually did pretty well. There we go. And I'm out of mana. Excellent. That's okay. I've got 7 more Craters of Might. I think we've got enough, JR. Yeah, and once you kill the final... by the way, those are just normal centaurs, so you don't have to worry about getting shot or anything. Go in here and double check and make sure... nah, it's just flechettes. Anyway, once you kill the last one, that big gray door in the center will open up, and the second phase of the battle with Korax will commence. There we go. Okay. Now's a good time to save. But I'm going to try and do this without using any icons of the Defender or temp loading. I am going to save, but I'm going to try not to die here. So far, so good. The icon of the Defender, by the way, just makes you invincible. It's kind of a cheap way of doing things. Hence why I'm not going to try to use it. The gimmick of this second part of the battle is that Korax can teleport all over his... he attacks the same, he has the same tricks, but be careful because when he teleports, he can teleport on you. Telefrag you, basically. It will kill you. And that was really easy. Be careful because the ghosts can hurt you, so stay away from his body when you kill him. And if you're really good, like that right there, you'll kill him before he can have a chance to open up his second line of enemy doors. Which all that's in there, by the way, are just Chaos Serpents in the first line of doors, and then the second line are Dark Bishops. They make the battle a lot harder than they should. Anyway, yeah, we've beaten Korax. Wow, that was a really hard battle, huh? Yeah, I know. I'm sweating here. Ooh, wow. Yeah, there's nothing really left to do except I'm going to use every last one of my items that I can because, well, I collected them all. Why not use them? Oops, used a Chaos device there, teleported myself back to the start of the level. The Boots of Speed, the icon of the Defender. Boots of Speed make the fighter almost uncontrollably fast. Also gives him a nice after image there, as you can see. He's pretty much as fast as any projectile weapon. In fact, let me equip the hammer here. Yeah, he's just as fast as the hammer. That's a nice effect there, but come on. It makes it really hard to control the guy. I mean, he's already the fastest character in the game, so yeah. Not a real need for the boots of speed. Now the mage, on the other hand, he's really slow normally. So if you use the boots of speed on him, on the mage, it makes him as fast as the fighter normally is. So yeah, they really help out the mage, but not so much the fighter. The dragon skin bracers there, they increase your armor class, which is basically what the mesh armor, the falcon shield and whatnot does. Anyway, we're done, so let's bounce, dog. And the ending scene, with a scream of agony. Well, wait a minute. You know what? Why don't we include the final cutscene from a PlayStation version for this area, huh? Sounds like a plan to me. Engage!
With a scream of agony, you are wrenched from this world into another. Every part of your body wreathed in mystic fire. When your vision clears, you find yourself standing in a great hall. In the distance, you can see a raised dais, and upon it, the only source of light in this world. This can only be the Chaos Sphere, the source of Korax's power. With this, you can create worlds or destroy them. By rights of battle and conquest, it is yours, and with trembling hands you reach to grasp it. Perhaps now, a new player will join the cosmic game of power. Suddenly, the very reaches of the board seem to be within your grasp.
Okay, yeah, those cutscenes for the PlayStation were cheesy as hell. Anyway, yeah. Basically, you walk in, you find the Chaos Sphere, which, strangely enough, shows back up in Hexen 2, which, by the way, this here is kind of like a prelude to that. For those of you that have played Hexen 2, you know who that red hand belongs to, which the game's been out for a long time now, so I'll go ahead and spoil that. That is the final Serpent Rider known as Eidolon. Somehow he gets his mitts on the Chaos Sphere, so apparently he killed the fighter and took it from him. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but apparently it was yours. Somewhere along the line, he gets it back. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of Hexen 64. It took almost a year to complete this thing, mainly because I was really lazy at parts and kind of apathetic about putting stuff out. But I'm glad it's done. I hope you enjoyed, regardless of all that nonsense, and regardless of the pointless, like, backtracking and nonsensical commentary that I ran into during the blind portion of the game. It taught me a lot. This is really more or less a learning experience for me about basically why blind runs are not my bag, baby. But, yeah. So no more blind runs. Live commentary, sure. Blind runs, no. Anyway, all that's left are the incredibly slowly moving credit sequence. And I hope you enjoyed. I've got some really good stuff coming out. I want to thank everybody that helped out on this, all the guest readers. Let's see here. Mecha Prime, Jason's Groove Machine, Fermida 421, I think his number is. He's known by the Law of Sign now. Yeah, really, everybody that helped me do this thing, appreciate it. Thank you. Maybe we can do it again sometime. Probably not, but maybe. And yeah, I've got some good stuff coming up, so yeah, keep tuned for that. This has been VMS. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. The end. No better words have ever been spoken.